Hello everyone, my name is Alka Pandey. I have more than 11 years of experience in the field of data science, machine learning, and AI. And welcome to part 2 of the series, the Launcher series in data science, where I'm discussing the roadmap to help you get started in 2025 and to build a successful career in the same field. So, in the last session, in the part 1 of the series, if you have not watched, please watch the first part, which is the link is in the description box below. In the first part, we discussed what do you need in terms of understanding common industry terminologies, understanding what is AI, ML, analytics, getting started with statistics, math, SQL. Then we also discussed what is the language of choice, which is Python. Then you have to get started with machine learning concepts, then build on advanced AI, and also know a little bit of cloud and Gen AI. Along with these skills, which I have discussed last time, you also need to learn additional skills, which is Excel or a visualization tool like Power BI and Tableau, and other soft skill which will help you build a sustainable career in the same field. Now, Excel is one of the most underrated skills that are required for data science. It is massive. It is going to help you a lot in terms of doing basic data analysis. So Excel, you should know intermediate to advanced level. You should be able to do basic graphs, charts creation. You should be able to do VLOOKUPs, HLOOKUPs. You should be able to do basic formulas, put calculations, statistical, basic statistical modeling, etc. in Excel. Along with that, you need to know one visualization tool like Power BI or Tableau. Now, generally, the visualization is also available to you in Python via your Seaborn package or Matplotlib package, but that is more for getting insights and for your usage. If you want to give your application to a senior leadership or somebody as an end user who is consuming it directly, and they want to look at from a business perspective, uh, how is the factory performing, how is the business performing, how is the year on year growth looking like, which products are performing well, which variants are performing well of your products, and so on. Like a descriptive visualization, if they want to see and they want to look at in a holistic way, then you need some visualization tool. So you should definitely learn Power BI and Tableau, especially if you are targeting a data analyst or a business analyst kind of a role. The next thing which is more important is domain knowledge, because domain knowledge helps you understand what are the important things, what you should be putting in your dashboard, what are the variables or features that you should be creating or taking in your final models, what models will make sense, so that is important, especially if you're working in a healthcare domain. You should understand what is blood pressure, cholesterol, what are the units, what is BMI, basic information. If you're working in the field of finance, you should understand credit scoring. What are the factors which impact credit scoring? You should take those important factors while you're creating your models. And the next one, of course, is your storytelling and presentation skills, because whatever solution that you have created, you should be able to link it to the problem statement, how your solution is able to solve that particular problem. You should be present it well to your stakeholders, implying what you have done and why you have done, what is the approach that you have taken. Multiple people might do the same thing in multiple ways, so you might choose a different approach as compared to your peers. So you have to basically help the business or your stakeholder or whoever has given you the problem statement understand the approach that you have taken and why is it the best approach. Then, another soft skill which is required for you is to work with different stakeholders and your cross functional teams, because, as you can see, the breadth of the topic is huge in data science, and you might not be an expert in each and every topic. There might be different separate teams, like a data engineering team or a front end team, which you will be working with, especially when you have to deploy your models or you have to get the data for creating models. And there could be other experts who might, whom you might rely on, or you might need their help in your entire project journey. So you should be able to build that collaboration mindset and work with different cross functional teams to also improve your model or improve your solution that you have created. And finally, you should also be well versed in some of these front end technologies like HTML, CSS, although I've marked it as optional. But if you're aware of these technologies, it is going to help you create a better product in terms, and also in terms of deployment. You will be able to understand how to deploy your own code in the front end, especially people who are from a non-tech background. For people who are from a software engineering background already know these things, basics, but you will be able to understand the markups in Jupyter notebooks better. You'll be able to deploy your own code, in a better way, understand things and code in a better way if you have some understanding of HTML, CSS tags and how it works. So this is everything, the list of all the topics that you need to know as a roadmap, and this is exactly the way or the order in which you have to learn it. Along with that, please be mindful that there are different profiles in data science, and every profile might require different degree and depth of each of these topics. I will discuss these different profiles and what are the topics in depth that is required for each of these job roles in detail in one of the next sessions. But for now, this will give you a holistic view of all and everything that you need to know from a data science AI ML perspective to either switch your career or apply data science AI and ML currently in your existing job role. So that's pretty much for today. Thank you so much for attending the session. Please stay tuned. There's a lot of career guidance, career counseling sessions which will be upcoming. Please stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next session. Thank you.